It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, we think it's funny. We hope you do too. But if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway. Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, now you know what happens when we can't get together. Hodgepodge.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to Hodgepodge, our newest teen activity here at Kent District Library. My name is Miss Monica. I'm a librarian at the East Grand Rapids branch. My partner in crime here is Miss Clare. She's a librarian over at the Kellogg'sville branch. And yeah, this is going to be like a variety show, but also like book reviews, but also like updates on what's happening at the library.
And lots of random other stuff
that might show up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I don't even remember what we're doing first because this is our first one.
Hello, Monica. Hello, Claire. Today we're starting with a debate.
Yes.
And today's topic is going to be cereal. Is it a soup? And you will each have 30 seconds to state your case. And we're going to start with Miss Claire as soon as you see her on the screen. And do keep it to 30 seconds or we will have to cut your time. I will be watching.
Who's arguing what?
I mean, obviously cereal is a soup. Obviously.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm ready for this.
Okay. All right. So the definition of soup is number one, a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc. Number two definition is a substance or mixture perceived to resemble soup in appearance or consistency. So number one is a liquid dish, cereal, check. Two, typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables. It doesn't say always has to be. It is just.
All right. Nope. Sorry.
No.
You're wrong. I took notes. Not soup. Cereal is the same whether or not it's in milk or out of milk. Cereal out of milk, cereal. Cereal in milk, cereal. Vegetables have to be in soup to be considered soup. Otherwise, they're just vegetables, right? Yes, exactly. Soups are cooked traditionally. Cereal is not cooked, right? You pour it cold into milk. It doesn't merge in any way. It doesn't combine flavors in any way. It's just one thing into another thing. Absolutely not.
Okay. Time is up.
I'm flustered by this.
Time is up. We have to get on to the next round of the show, so we're going to have to take this argument on. And if you have any ideas back at home, cereal, is it a soup or not, you can email us.
I mean, I'm correct.
Yeah.
And book talks now. Thank you, lady.
Oh, book talk.
Moderator. Okay, book talks. Sure, we've got one coming up with the lovely Miss Shannon, if I'm remembering this correctly. So roll that clip, Miss Claire.
All righty. In 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Monica and Claire. This is Shannon over at the Krause Memorial Library in Rockford, and I'm here today to talk to you about the book Faith Taking Flight. It's by Julie Murphy. She wrote Dumplin', and first of all, look at this cover. Look, she's a superhero, but she's thick. I'm so excited about this book. I'm so excited. So this is Faith right here. All right. And this is the origin story of the superhero Faith Herbert, which I'd never heard of before I picked up this book. But then the more looking into it, I did. This is an actual superhero in comics and stuff. So that's awesome. Faith here is a senior in high school. She has her core set of friends. She lives with her grandmother, and she works at a vet clinic, a pet shelter. And she is a self-expressed nerd. She considers herself a nerd. I consider myself a nerd, so no, I wouldn't be offended by that. She loves this series called The Grove, this show that she watches. Well, lo and behold, The Grove comes to shoot in her town, and she meets the main actress on The Grove, and hijinks ensue. This has got everything you want in a teen book. It's got superhero stuff. It's got there's a love triangle. Some people like it, some people don't. It's not a huge love triangle. It's not the main part of the story, but there's a little bit of a love triangle. The main part of the story is animals are going missing from the shelter. They're getting lots of missing pet flyers. And then after a while, homeless people start to go missing, and the news isn't making a huge deal out of it, but it's happening. But then high school girls start to go missing. And then, of course, everybody sits up and listens. And eventually, one of Faith's friends goes missing. So it's a little bit of a mystery. What's going on? A little bit about Faith, and taking flight gives you a little bit of a hint as to what Faith can do. Basically, is this my favorite superhero book ever? No, I mean, it could have been better, but is it still good? It really is. I mean, the fact that she is thick and the fact that her weight does not come into the story very much is wonderful. She doesn't try to lose weight. She doesn't bemoan the fact that she's heavier. She just is. And I think that is great. It's a great message for everyone. So Faith Taking Flight by Julie Murphy. I hope you give it a try. Thanks, Claire. Thanks, Monica. Have a great one.
Okay, 1 to 10, how excited are you to read that book? Have you read that book before?
I've seen that book, and I've thought about taking that book, and now I deeply regret not having read it. So yes, I'm gonna give that like an 8.5 thrill level for me being ready to read that book.
Okay. Yeah, same. Well, 7. I love a good superhero, but I don't know if it can beat the epicness of Squirrel Girl. So we'll
that
see.
may come
We'll
up as a
see.
topic
We'll
later
see.
on. I'm feeling that. Thanks, Shannon. That was
Yeah,
awesome. Okay. What's happening? Oh, weather report. We need a weather report, right? We're an official sort of a show. All official shows need weather reports.
Yeah, and how else will we know what's happening outside?
I'm in a very small enclosed room right now, so this is a legitimate statement.
All right, and with that, we are going to send it off to Mr. Greg from Kentwood to give us the details about what is coming from the sky.
Hey everybody, thank you and welcome to It Depends on the Weather Report. And as anybody can see, it is raining out here today. Don't need a meteorologist to tell you that. But the real question that people want to know is, how wet am I going to get? I might have to wait for the bus to going to school. I might be walking to school, even getting out of my mom and dad's car, running to school. How wet am I going to get? And as everything else in life, it depends on the weather. In this case, whether or not you are preparedly dressed for it. Take, for instance, here's my friend Barb over here. She is dressed for this rain. Barb, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing fine, Greg. As you can see, I'm currently wearing my raincoat. I have this wonderful umbrella and boots.
Yeah, and see, myself, I was not as astute as Barb. I just threw on my clothes, got out, and I'm getting pretty wet out here. I'm actually getting really wet. It's, wind is picked up, and it's getting kind of torrential here. And I can't see out of my glasses, and man, that's really windy. And what the heck is that coming at me right now? And oh, well, it is a good day for chicken soup out here, so I think I'll go and make some chicken soup. Barb, will you share that umbrella with me?
No.
No? Okay, yeah. Well, anyway, that's it for today's It Depends on the Weather Report. And like I said, how wet are you going to get? Depends on whether you're prepared or not. Now back to you, Monica Clare.
That was certainly a weather report.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
So what else is happening at KDL right now, Claire?
Oh, well, you know what? Shannon's back in action and she's going to talk to us about the film
Kent
festival.
County Teen Film Festival, one of my favorite events of the year.
Yes.
All right, let's hear about it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Shannon from the Cross Memorial Library down in downtown Rockford, and I am here to remind you that the KDL Teen Film Festival entries are due soon, January 17th. Now, you may be asking, Miss Shannon, what is the KDL Teen Film Festival? Glad you asked. The Teen Film Festival is a time where teens from grades 6 through 12 can enter their movies in so that we can see them on this big screen and you can win prizes. So I've got some rules for you. I'm going to have a cheat sheet because I don't have them all memorized, but bear with me. All right. How do you enter? It's simple. You film a movie, you upload it on our website, it gets judged by some great judges, and then you could win a prize. The rules are, it must be written, directed, produced, and edited by teenagers, 6th to 12th grade. Those teens need to be residents. They need to live here in Kent County, Michigan. So I know we have some great past winners who now live in other states. They can't re-enter, and it's very sad, but that gives you guys an opportunity, you Kent County residents, an opportunity to enter and win. Adults can help. They can act in the movie, but most of it needs to be teen work. Teens are the bread and butter of the Teen Film Festival. It needs to be G or PG in language. We don't want to have a lot of naughty language going on. It needs to be 10 minutes or shorter. So not like a half hour, hour and a half film is too long. It needs to be 10 minutes or shorter. And if you're using music that you didn't create yourself, you need to make sure that you have permission to use that from whoever did make that music. So, and you can submit up to 2 films. That's 2 chances to win. Isn't that great? Now, for more specifics, you can visit our website at, this is my very fancy, very technological, kdl.org/Teen Film Festival. That's where you go. This is also where you will submit your entries. There's a little link that you click on to submit your entries. So kdl.org/Teen Film Festival. Entries, again, are due January 17th. And the film festival itself will take place on February 27th at 10:30 a.m. at Celebration Cinemas North. We hope. That's the plan right now, but you know, we'll see. Make a movie, see it on the big screen, get great prizes. It's a win, 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 as Michael Scott would call it. So that submission due date, January 17th, is coming up quickly. So get those entries in, win great prizes. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you again, Shannon. I love the film festival. It is truly amazing. If you have not visited the YouTube page for the festival, you need to. Claire is wildly talented and put together like a montage of all of the greatest hits of our movies for the past 10 years. It is so good.
Makes me cry every time.
Actually,
It's just,
it does make me cry. Like, I realize that makes me sound like, you know, when you get to a certain age and suddenly you start weeping when you see like sad animals in commercials, I feel like I've hit that point.
yeah.
Anyway, let's do art.
Yes, we need something like calm and zen and amazing and inspiring and beautiful. And this little piece is made by Odd, who is one of our friends at the Kentwood branch. And here we go. Are you ready to start the day or end the day with a boost of happiness and tires?
Are you too young to have watched Mr. Rogers?
No.
Okay, I don't know. But you know how in Mr. Rogers they would like do something soothing like that, like a visit to the crayon factory or something, and you would just watch the colors whirring? I felt that watching that video.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I like the music, the tiger, and the art, and the yeah.
Chill, which I feel like we needed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're almost like we're past how long this was supposed to go. This was going to be a 15-minute just explosion of information, and we're at 17 minutes. Is that all that we had?
I think we should end the day with a fun fact. Do you have one, Monica?
I can find a fun fact.
My cat.
What is today? Today is the 7th.
Fun fact, my cat is the worst, but I love him anyways. Go on, sorry.
That's just a fact about cats. Okay. All right. On this day in 1990, engineers became convinced that the Leaning Tower of Pisa was going to fall over. So they closed it to all visitors until they could figure out how to make it not be a hazard. And they removed all of the bells to make it be less heavy. And they removed a bunch of dirt or something, and they propped it up an extra 18 inches, and they finally reopened 11 years later. But it closed on this day in 1990.
There you go. There's your fun fact of the day. You got your information about the film fest. You got a cool book talk. You can decide the cereal is definitely soup now. You've got combs with the art and
Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge.
We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, we think it's funny. We hope you do too. But if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway. Hodgepodge, it's a show. It's a lot of things that sort of go together. Hodgepodge, now you know what happens when we can't get together. Hodgepodge.